I mean, I can hit it with my special saying when I do grace. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, amen.
How often do you do
It's
grace?
my special pizzazz. Every night.
Every night.
I do it for every
Particularly.
customer that I see at work.
Yeah.
Do it for every table.
Matt brings an extra like glass of water to everybody's table, and they're like, "I didn't order this," and then he like splashes his hands in it, and he goes, boop, 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 boop.
You know, that was an idea that we had, which was to get ordained online. I still have Foxworthy Monopoly over here too.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I'm fucking packing over here.
Stay strapped. You know.
I'm strapped.
Not stay strapped.
You see, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he's got a microphone right there," but the real microphone, it's right here, guys.
Oof, got him.
All right, so let's just right now establish the running joke that I'm always on set. I never leave set.
Keep.
I haven't been to work in a month.
Keep. Oh yeah.
Oh. Fucking hit him with it when he sat down. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't turn on my beeper for this dump truck.
Dude, you're gonna need to because that was too much ass.
Yay.
Yay.
We're good. Yay.
Yay.
Welcome to episode 6.
Welcome to episode 6. Woo! If you look in the background, you can see it through Jacob's window.
That's you guys. In the reflection.
That's you guys. Hey, it's us.
It's kind of cold. There's some frost. Some frost right
Oh yeah.
On the some. We'll just close this.
Yeah. Yeah, we're closing for now.
Let's just leave it closed. People know it'll get cut out. We don't know.
Hi, welcome to episode 6, though. I'm doing the introduction today. Instead of Brennen. All right, yeah. It's a mutiny. Yeah. I'm doing the intro. So how's everybody's week? Tell me how it's going. I'll start with Brennen.
Good. This is the first week that I think we're recording before the previous episode had been released, or at least like finished editing. Just because it's been kind of a crazy busy week with school for me. So thanks for watching episode 6 or 5 in advance. Yay. But yeah, just been crazy with school, and I can't really use moving as an excuse this week, so I used that last week. But
yeah, it's still valid.
But been a lot of working. I'm just tired, but I'll try to get episode 5 done hopefully tomorrow.
All right, nice. Autumn, we'll go to you next.
Just school and work. The only exciting thing that I had was I love the game Animal Crossing. So some makeup people, I don't even know, ColourPop came out with a collection with Animal Crossing, and I got it, and I have it. It's right there.
Can I see?
You want to see it?
Nice.
Yeah, I want to see it, actually.
Show us real quick.
I brought it just in case.
It's a little 9-pan quad. Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch.
That's a big boy.
Yeah,
you got that.
So...
you get the PR pack. They said you PR.
I wish. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's the only good part.
Jacob, my son, we've come to you finally.
It's me. Hello. This week has just been, I don't know how to describe it, because last week I obviously was going through something really traumatic and scary and tumultuous.
Yeah.
And I'm, past that point in my life, but I just also wouldn't particularly say that, this week has been better, because I don't know. I just
particularly got me.
Yeah, that's how they say it in the show. That's how they say it in the show. If you watched the last episode, you know what I'm talking about. I lost a very dearly beloved show. It's okay because I'm in the middle of a rewatch.
Hell yeah, that's what we
back
like
to back. We just slammed them back up against each other. It's okay. Anyway,
right.
But yeah, I just have been stressed, and like I had a lot going on with school last week, and so then we finished up the big yike assignment, and then turns out there's another big yike assignment just around the corner. Just around the corner.
Ooh,
on the way to
okay.
Grandma's house we go. So, that's how we're going. So next week is gonna be interesting.
So on the way to Grandma's house, there's 2 big yikes, though?
Yeah. Isn't that the saying? There's like a saying.
Yeah, 2 big yikes before Grandma's. I know that saying. I know that one really well.
No, there's a real
Over the
one.
river and through the woods.
Yes.
Both of them are scary.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I was thinking of. I just remember I have a distinct memory. Like, 'cause my grandma would always, like, we would sit on her little swing on the patio, and like, she would say that to me when I was little.
Right.
So that's it. That's all I have to add about my week.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just a little pathetic, but it's okay. So yeah.
It is not. It's not pathetic at all.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. It is fine. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
My week.
Matt, what about you?
Well, I've been vibing pretty much for the most part. Had a situation with my dog over the weekend, which resulted in me sitting in Champagne for nearly 8 hours. So that was actually, nearly 8 hours. 7.5 hours. 7.5. So, that was a fun day.
I can't imagine. I would die.
What?
I hate sitting in a car. I would die.
Yeah.
I would hate sitting there forever.
I just sat there
like
and
cars?
sat there. Well, it's
like
one
cars?
thing to be sitting in a car when it's moving, but I was stationary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like if it's
7.5
stationary,
hours.
you can just sit there. Yeah.
Well, I was just like concerned slightly because we talked about going on a little road trip excursion, and I'm like, you don't like cars,
no, that's
so.
Good.
Okay.
No, I'm fine with that. But sitting in the car for 7.5 hours and not moving is not a good situation to be in.
Mm-hmm. You're lacking one of
especially because it started to snow, and that was bad. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all my week. Other than that, I've been vibing, so that's pretty good.
I guess it was kind of happening last week, but especially more this week in like the last 3 or 4 days. I don't know how exactly it's been where you're at, Jacob, but it's just been fucking snowing all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
Cold.
It sure has.
Cold too.
Fucking freezing.
Oh
It's freaking frigid.
It's freaking
Dude,
frigid.
Sunday, like real quick, Sunday is supposed to be a high of 5 degrees, a low of -4. And I was like, that sounds like a great time.
Sounds
That's
like
a great time.
I think, I don't remember, maybe it's been a minute, because I think, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Okay, like I didn't mean to cut you off, I'm so sorry, Dad.
You're okay.
Because last week, like, my roommate and I were talking about, like, the weather, as you do. And, because it was so bad, like, last weekend, like, I didn't come home or anything. And then, I was like, damn it, I just lost my train of thought. It's cool. Everything's fine. We were looking at the weather for the next week. And it, like, I don't remember why it's sticking out in my mind, but I feel like at one point it was supposed to be like negative like 20 or something here with like the wind chill or whatever. But like you just said it was supposed to be like -5, so maybe not. I don't know.
Nice,
or
nice.
Maybe everything changed in the amount of time that has passed since we looked at the weather.
I mean, I hope so, because I would not want it to be negative anything at any point.
Well, I just bring that up because I don't know what the plan is for, when we're doing the next boy. But if we were gonna do one, like a
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
that being said, everybody, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jacob.
Nope,
I
it's
love
okay.
you, and I
Love
didn't
you
mean
too.
it.
I love you.
Okay, but yeah, the reason why we're doing these digitally is because, Jacob actually lives pretty far away, and we just make him drag his, ass all the way over here, and we didn't feel comfortable with all the snow and stuff for him doing that, so we're doing the digital edition.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yay.
round 2 of the digital edition. This time everybody's at their own house, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so welcome back to round 2 of the digital edition. This
Yeah.
is you'll have to pay an extra subscription fee to watch this version because it takes so much time for us to record this one.
Yeah, this one in
Everybody
particular
agree.
is
Yeah.
this one just takes so much more time than it does the other one in particular. It's not like there's 3 hours of driving time factored in at all either. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
For the other one.
This one is so much harder on all of us. We all really have to get motivated and strain ourselves to do it digitally. So, yeah. So you got to pay the extra subscription, or you could just subscribe. That's a thought too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, you get access to all episodes for free.
What?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, and the subscription is free. So other than that, you don't have to pay. You can go around the paywall.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little cheat for you, a little hack, life hack, if you will.
Life hack.
Speaking of which, I hate those channels on YouTube. I'm calling them out. I hate life hack channels. They are so stupid.
Yeah.
They don't do anything that actually has substance or that I will use in my life. Literally nothing holds relevance from them, and I hate them. And they garner millions upon millions of views. Why? What's the point in watching something that doesn't help you?
I mean, they just factory farm that content, my guy.
I know, but I want that ad revenue. I want that revenue.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys familiar with the short form life hack content on YouTube taking over and dominating the space? Yeah.
The only one that I know of is 5 Minutes Craft.
Yeah.
I don't know, so many of them are just it's less actual useful life skills and more arts and crafts projects.
Mm-hmm.
But they're branded as being focused on developing life skills.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Fine.
What?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Why is it so quiet?
Oh no, and we were all just waiting.
I was like, no, it's fine, man. It's fine.
There was something wrong, but I didn't mean to derail the discussion. I should have just.
No, you're fine, man.
You're good.
Everything's fine.
We're leaving that in.
Fine.
Yeah.
We're leaving that in.
We leave everything in.
When all the silence, when the silence is there, slowly fade in a picture of Sylvester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My main man.
All right. Brennen, you had a couple things you thought we could talk about today. So, what's one of them? What is something we could talk about right now?
I don't know. One of the things I had was just everybody sharing an embarrassing story about themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got plenty, so I could fill up the entire hour if we wanted.
Here's the thing. You guys have tried to get me to tell you some embarrassing stories before, and I denied the opportunity previously. And I will be also asserting my Fifth Amendment right, because I'm also if I wasn't comfortable, I'll tell you one, but I'm not going to tell you my most embarrassing story, because if I were
That's fine.
because like if I previously had the opportunity and like privacy and it declined it, I'm not about to just like broadcast it to like the half a grand people that watched like the last one or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
But
I get it.
yeah, I
So Jacob, since
Yeah.
yours is so interesting, you should go
it's
first.
not, it really isn't. But I'm glad that we talked about the life hack thing, because this involves a life hack thing. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
not necessarily embarrassing, because I was the only one who was embarrassed by it. Like I used to like it wasn't like something that happened like publicly that a lot of people were like, haha, look at him, look at that dummy. It was just me. I just knew I was dumb afterward, because this was at a time in my life where I feel like I went through like this renaissance of like being aware of like what is going on YouTube. Like a lot of times, like I just like there was a point where I like didn't really know what was going on in terms of like people like exploiting stuff. And this is like so tangential to the point, but I feel maybe it's necessary background. But anyway, so I like low-key like was watching these like craft channels because they would come up my recommended, and I was like, okay, sick, recommended is the god, like it just knows what I want. I was like, man, she really never misses, so let me just watch this video. And then I was like, oh shoot, I'm going away. It was like college, like life hacks or something. I was like, I'm going to college. What? That's crazy, man. Like, so like the hack in particular was like it was like things you have around your house or whatever. And it was like, okay, a pillowcase, cool, got a pillowcase. An embroidery hoop. I was like, damn, I don't have an
Everybody got
embroidery.
one of them.
Yeah, so I went to Joann's and bought an embroidery hoop, and I had to interact with a salesperson, a sales representative. I had to had to interface with another human to figure out where the location of the embroidery hoops are. And so I bought one, and then it was like, okay, you can you put the pillowcase through it, and then you fasten it, and then it's like a little hamper. You got a little hamper for your clothes. You can put your clothes in it. And then I was like, sick, this is so cool. And then I like hung it up on the back of my door, and I thought I was a bad bitch. And then I like put like one thing. I put like one thing in it, and it fell apart. And then I was like, well, damn, like I'll just like put it back up. I probably just did it wrong or something. And then like after that point, this is like where I can tie back to this YouTube renaissance that I went through. Because there was like, if you watch any like commentary like content on YouTube, like every channel has done like, I feel like a multitude of videos on just these like craft channels or whatever, like, and just making fun of them and being like, haha, like anybody who watches these like channels for real for real advice is like dumb, and like it's like for kids, and like they're just tricking them and like taking advantage of the algorithm and getting that money and like this and that. So I think I watched like an Eddie Burback video, and I was like, wow, I really am dumb, huh? And then because I was like, I was like, oh, I've really just cracked the code. Thanks, 5 Minute Crafts. I got this hamper. And it was kind of just a piece of shit, and it sucked. And then it's like, but then to add insult to injury, you know, I found out that I was just trusting an unreliable source of information.
I was gonna say, tell me like it broke or something, like you put something else in and the embroidery hoop just snaps.
Well, it didn't, and that's the thing, is that 5 Minute Crafts actually, you know, I got one over on them, you know, because like at the time I like wasn't into like clothing or anything, but like I don't know, I've talked to you guys a little bit, but like I've been doing some of that, so I've embroidered a few things with my embroidery hoop. You know?
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of use out of it. It wasn't, you know, all the money wasted.
Well, that's good.
I just lost a little bit of pride. So yeah.
Yeah. Dignity,
that's
pride, you know.
That's just about as embarrassing as I'm willing to get. I definitely maybe I'll tell you guys later my most embarrassing thing, but
Well, that's
I don't
not
know.
even that bad though, Jacob.
I know. I couldn't. That's the only thing I could think of at the time. That's like safe. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't,
We'll just-
it doesn't
we'll
have
just-
to be the most embarrassing, just an embarrassing story.
we'll just tease it for everybody, you know. You can just
Right,
use your
yeah.
imagination what you think my most embarrassing thing is. Okay.
All right, who's next? Who's next? Do you want me to go?
I guess I'll go.
Okay,
No, I guess I'll
go
go.
ahead.
I
Go
guess.
ahead.
Autumn.
I might have. I know I've told Brennan about this, I think, but I might have told you guys. When I was in 6th or 7th grade, no, it had to have been 6th grade. My mom, we were in a place, we were shopping, and she left me outside in the car. We were at Gordman's. That's where we were, and I didn't want to go in.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay. At this time, I had to pee really bad, and I couldn't figure out how to shut my mom's car off. And I was afraid somebody was gonna steal it if I left the car to go to the bathroom. So so I peed my pants. Yeah. I did. It was so
Man, how do you turn this car off? Oh, damn, I can't do it. I gotta go now.
Well, that's. There's no other option.
gosh, it was
Okay.
so embarrassing. And I
So,
think there was like clothes in the back seat, and so I like changed before she even got.
so you're telling me your mom gets back and she's like, damn, why does it smell like piss in here?
And Autumn's just like, I kept the car from being stolen. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you made me feel a lot better about my embarrassing story.
Go ahead.
Whoa.
Oh, man. So, real quick, we'll just narrow this down. So, option 1 or option 2, okay? I'll let you guys decide for me, okay?
What's worse?
Oh,
Which one do you think would be worse?
Is it worse than peeing your pants?
It could be.
Do the worst one. Do the worst one so I don't
Do the
look like
worst
I have the
one?
worst one.
Okay. So, this is the story of how I shit my pants when I was like 15, alright? I
Oh, no.
am not a child at this point. So it's not excusable for me to shit my pants.
Oh
But here's what happened. There was a day I woke up. I didn't feel well. I stayed home from school. At like 11 o'clock that day, I made a bowl of chicken noodle soup. I ate that. And right as soon as I got done eating it, I felt like I had to go, and I nearly shit my pants then. And that was just soup. So I, later on, felt a little bit better. And I was like, you know what? I'll eat something bigger. Not just soup. So I ate like half a pizza. Just a Jack's pizza. I'm not that fat. I ate half a Jack's pizza. And I was like, yeah, I'm feeling great. Feeling good. So I'm sitting in my brother's room, and we're laughing, cracking each other up. And I'm sitting there, and I feel a fart coming on. And I'm like, oh, this would be funny if I farted right now. So I farted, and it was fine. I laughed. I was like, haha, that was a close one. Like, just laughing about it. And then I went for round 2. In round 2, something a lot worse happened. I'm sitting there, I'm laughing, and I'm like, all right, let's go again. And I went, oh, and I just ran to the bathroom.
So
And,
did you shake your pants, or did you just
there was a full-on turd in my drawers. There was a full-on turd up in them drawers, and I was like, oh no, this can't happen. So
No.
yeah,
Oh no.
and my brother brought home. I was sitting on this thing that my brother built in woodshop class. It was a little bench, and he just brought it home. He just finished it, and I shit my pants on it.
Was there like a shit stain on it?
No. Thank God it didn't seep through my clothes.
I thought you were
No,
gonna say like it seeped through.
no.
Yikes.
But he was furious. He was like, "Did you just shit your pants on my stool?"
Oh my god.
So that's Matt's big stinky. That was the big stinky.
Oh no. Let me get the headline for the other option. I just want to know in comparison.
So the other option is a lot less embarrassing, but it was still embarrassing to me. It was the day I got hit by a car.
Okay.
So a friend of mine, so a group of friends of mine were walking home, and one of my friends tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Want to race across the street?" And he was bigger than me, so I was like, "Easy win, I got this."
Easy
So I was
money.
like, "Yeah, let's go." So we're running across the street, or he says, "Ready, set, go." And I knew I could beat him already, but for an extra bit of good measure, just so I could really laugh at him, I pushed him down, and I was just trotting along, like, "Yeah, I got this." And then I hear one of my friends yell my name, and like a deer in the headlights, I just stopped in the middle of the street, and the next thing I know, I saw down the road, the sky, a car hood, and then the ground. And I shot back up, and I don't know why, but I ran back to the side of the street I started on instead of just going to the other side of the street that I was trying to get to. And I just got up, ran back, and I was like, "I'm good, man. I'm fine."
I'm chilling.
But I was so embarrassed at the fact that I, just like a deer in the headlights, just stopped, and I was like, "Nothing bad will happen if I'm just right here, right?" In the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I don't know, I heard my name, and in the middle of the street, I was just like, "Yeah, this is the best place to freeze." And then, yeah, I was fine. I only had to get stitches in my elbow. I had to get like 6 stitches. And then the car had a dented side panel, a dented hood, and I broke the windshield. So, I'm
What
cooler
kind
than a car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah.
street was it? Like how wide was this street? You sound like you were running for
It's
a
a 2-lane.
minute.
It's a 2-lane road.
Okay,
No, it's
okay.
a 2-lane road. I was not running for very long.
Okay.
I took about 6 steps across the street, and then I met God.
Oh no. God looks like the top of a car windshield.
God looks like the top of a Chevy. Let me tell you.
So like when you made like the impact on the car, like could you feel how bad it hurt, or were you just like,
It
"No,
didn't hurt
it
at
didn't
all.
hurt"?
Didn't hurt at all.
Did they like not
I didn't
stop?
Crazy.
They stopped, but they were okay. So it was totally my fault because I didn't look both ways.
You're the
Look both
pedestrian.
ways when you cross the street.
A pedestrian
And-
always
and
has the
cheating.
right of way.
But I was trotting along, and then I got hit, and like I didn't get hit full on, so I must have like clipped the side panel, and that's how I dented that. And I rolled up onto the hood, and as I was rolling, I must have like gave the people's elbow to the windshield, and then fell off.
Heck yeah.
And I didn't notice a thing. Not a single part of me was hurt at the time. I had all that adrenaline, and I was just like, I want to do it again. That was awesome. I'm amped. I'm ready.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let
me get another.
Sidebar to this real quick. My brother was at the end of the street, and he watched the whole thing, and before I got up, he laughed and walked away. He left. He was gone. He was like, he's fine, man. He's good.
And you shit on his woodshop project.
And then I shit on his... Yeah, that was revenge. So, yeah.
So like how did that conversation go? How'd that
Wi-
conversation
wi-
go with your mom? Just
Which
being like, "Yeah, I got hit by a car."
Oh, well, the police chief of town called my mom and decided to lead off with, "Your son's been hit by a car," instead of, "Your son is fine, but."
But oh,
Yeah, he led off with, "Yeah, your son's been hit by a car," and my mom freaked out, and she was like, "What?" And he was like, "He's fine, he's fine." But
everything's fine.
I was like,
Everything's
you
fine.
gotta lead off with the "he's good" part first.
Yeah.
And now there is a crosswalk down the street where I got hit, and it's because of me.
Yep.
So that's
You
pretty
made a
cool.
real impact in the community.
I did. I am helping my community by being a test dummy.
Yes.
All right, Brennan. Hit us
Brennen,
with
what's
your
your
spicy
story?
story.
Best for last.
Well, I don't know. I was kind of thinking of. I threw the subject out there without really having a good answer for it.
Oh, so you pulled a me.
Yeah.
Pulled a Jacob.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I have a decent one though. So I don't remember what year it was. It was late junior high or early high school. But I was hanging out at Matt's house with some friends, and we were gonna do a ghost rally that night. And it was like we had been hanging out during the day, and Matt lives not far from a gas station, so I walked to the gas station and bought like a box of like a dozen donuts that were like a day old or something. So it was like $2 for a dozen donuts, and I was like, hell yeah, I love donuts.
Hell yeah.
Got back to Matt's house. I think everybody else had one, and so that left like 7 or 8 donuts in the box, and so I had like 5 of them on my own. And then Matt and everybody else went inside. Me and Michael were sitting outside, and it had like just started getting dark, so we were getting everything ready to go. And Michael, somehow we got on the subject of like Thanksgiving, and Michael was talking about Thanksgiving food, and like right as he started talking about that, I was like, Michael, buddy, please stop talking about food. And he was like, what, you don't like turkey and like mashed potatoes and like cranberry sauce and apple pie? And I was like, Michael, if you keep talking about food, you're gonna make me throw up. And he kept going for about 5 more seconds, and I just went and just like the donuts were I threw up in one of the bushes in Matt's backyard.
Yeah.
No.
I was totally fine after that though. Like it was like there was no real build up to it. It was just like a minute of nausea, and then it was done with.
It was resolved.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's normally what happens. Like, if you feel sick, like, if you throw up, you feel better, normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I throwed up. It's one of my favorite sayings from 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
I throwed up.
I guess also on the in the vein of injury, my runner-up story was just going to be, it's already been documented on the channel.
Yeah, everybody, please, if you watch the podcast,
The first
go
time I
watch
went to a
the
skate park.
video. Go watch the skate video, please. It is a treasure to behold.
God, the very end of that video, the pain in my like struggling to like breathe and speak was genuine.
Listen, if all people that watch this go to that video and like it, and we get 1,000 likes, I will find a way to get T-shirts made of the fall that Brennen has from the skateboard onto the ground. I will find a way to get that to happen. So please, that would be hilarious.
Did I know you like when that happened? I can't remember if I was working with you or if it was before and I just heard about it afterward. I feel like
it was I mean, I had been working there. It was, I think, like September of 2019 or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you were in the office, then we probably worked together. I can't remember if I like just because I like heard about a lot of your other videos like after the fact. Like, I'm pretty sure actually maybe that was like one of the first things we talked about. Like, maybe that's how I found out about the Chanel channel. by you sending me that vid of you. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I think that was one of the first. I think Autumn and I had been talking for all of like 2 or 3 weeks when I sent her the video. It's like, oh yeah, here's this.
Okay, man.
Me
He said
busting
that.
my
He said
ass.
that. He is wrong. He said that to me the first day we ever talked.
Did I? Oh,
Like the first day we started talking. Like
Oh
we had
no.
you
talked
want to
like
see
a
me
few times. Like,
skateboard?
hey, will you take my shift? You know, like it was like, hey, will you take my shift? Like that stuff for like a few weeks. But like we were talking. We had been talking for probably like 2 or 3 hours in a row, and he was like, he sent me the link
Hey,
to the
by the
video.
way.
I won't let up to it. But he was like, just watch this video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brennan, the master smooth talker he is, knew that it would work.
Mm-hmm.
He knew that seeing him in pain would get Autumn to be like, "Oh, that poor thing. He obviously needs better friends."
Oh no.
Poor baby. He still has scars on his
I don't
arm.
know if it comes across on camera, but like right like here I have like a rough patch where I got scraped really bad from it. That was
Hell
No,
yeah.
I
about
can't see it.
Battle
Yeah.
scars, dude.
Yeah. I want to
Well,
go again, just maybe, not down that ramp.
No, you got to
Yeah.
drop in again. It's redemption time.
Fucking hell. Yeah, maybe. I want to do a roller skating video.
Oh,
I
I
think
want to
that'd be
go
fun.
ice skating.
Mainly. Dude, me too.
Dude,
Roller
let's
skating
go.
I'm-
and or ice skating.
Horrible.
Okay, let's just
I'm
end the pod and
horrible
plan
at
it.
skating.
I really want to go. Guys, I've been like wanting to so bad. Sorry, I just.
Are you any good at ice skating, Jacob? Have
No,
you ever
I've never
been?
done it before. No, I've never done it before.
Dude,
Have
it's
you ever done roller
hard
skating?
and it hurts your ankles.
I can't wait. That sounds great. Can we go?
Jacob, have you ever done roller skating?
Yeah.
Have you done inline roller
No.
skates?
Maybe once. Maybe once.
Like ice skating is just those. Like roller skating, I could only ever do the quad skates until one time for school we went ice skating, and I was just like, oh, I understand this now. And now like I can only do inline skates because it
Yeah.
hurts your ankles a lot less.
Okay, I feel that. I feel like that's gonna be the same experience that I will have when I inevitably go soon with all of you.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
how.
hate the idea of it.
What? Autumn.
I like
It only hurts
just
if you fall.
there are blades on your feet, and if you fall, somebody could just be like,
Just don't land to somebody. Or just keep your feet
Just don't
down.
fall. Don't fall.
Yeah. Yo.
yeah.
I saw like a clip of something. There was some like Netflix show about like figure skating, and some girl, like her calf got struck by. It was wild. Wildin'.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I know back like a long
You're
time
not
ago.
helping.
Sorry.
In like the 1980s, there was hockey. The goalies didn't have to wear like the face mask didn't cover their neck yet.
Oh no.
And if you could figure out where this story is going, there's a reason why.
Warning.
I'm not gonna say it.
No.
Don't look. I mean, if you want to, you can look up the video. You can find the video on YouTube. Okay.
1980s
find it
hockey
there.
bad.
But I'll just say there's a reason why they have to wear that neck guard now.
Yeah.
The guy lived. The goalie, he lived, but it was a scary time for everybody.
I mean, maybe it's just my infatuation with Letterkenny that has just made me really into the idea of getting on the ice.
Dude, I want to learn to skate like Shorzy.
Hell yeah, dude. You just gotta learn how to talk like him. I could probably nail it, actually.
Ice skating is not that cool. I will tell you from experience. It hurts.
Okay, well, just me and Brennan will go then. We'll go, Brendan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
Okay.
Matt can be the coach.
I'll go. I've been ice skating. I can ice skate,
Okay, let's make a date then.
but it's just like,
Let's just do it.
okay.
Let's just recreate a Letterkenny episode for the channel.
Hell yeah.
I'll go out there without ice skates. I'll see how I can do on my own shoes. Can't be that bad,
People
right?
do that.
That's what I said. Matt can be the coach.
Can't be
Okay,
that
dude.
bad, right?
Brendan, you're speaking my language.
No.
I love that idea.
Have you ever been to have you been to hockey games?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when they do like their little like halftime thingies or stuff like that. People are just walking on their shoes.
Yeah.
And it's not like when you're walking on ice, like out when it's like snowing and stuff and it's terrible and you'll die.
Hmm.
It's a little better. You just
Yeah. I'll tell you though. So real quick, at the Civic Center when they had the basketball court laid out still, I was there one time for like there was a group thing happening there, and the owner of the Civic Center was putting it on. It was a summer camp I used to do, but we were just there before we were going to do the final show, which was like, I guess you could say a concert of sorts. Anyway, they had brought the basketballs out while we were just sitting there waiting, and I made a full court shot at the Civic Center, and it was probably the coolest thing I've ever done. Because when I launched the ball, it nearly hit like the $30,000 sound system they have, and I was like, please, for the love of God, do not hit that. And I made it, and Joe was there to see it. If you ever question me, ask Joe. He watched it happen. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done. I'll never match anything that cool ever again, and I'm fine with that.
I didn't do anything cool there. Has everyone been there for something?
Yeah.
Jacob, have you?
Jacob?
I don't think I'm. I think I'm. I think I'm in hell.
All right, hey Brennen, have you ever been there?
The second.
What, Jacob? Oh no, I can't hear.
I'm in hell.
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, he's gone. Alright, technical difficulties. Put up the pictures. Put up the picture of the monkey, okay? The monkey with the hard hat, Brennan. Put him up.
Yep.
Jacob, are you there?
Okay. Wait, I'm up.
Hello?
Can I hear you? Can you
Hello,
say
pizza.
Hello?
Fuck.
It's all delayed.
I can hear you. Okay, hang on.
Jacob's just gonna have to read our lips.
We can cut this. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
Or we could just take the funny bits out of it for bloopers.
It's a break.
Yeah, we'll
It's a
take the
break.
funny bits at least.
We're at 40 minutes, so it's a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, we could-
Join in, sing, do a dance.
So, while Jacob's figuring that out, he's gone. He's gone.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Everything all right?
No. Yes.
No, it's not.
I don't know where we left off. Matt was saying something. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It was just about the coolest thing I've ever done. You'll have to watch the episode to see it.
Okay, I'll go back. I'll go back and watch myself just slowly descend into hysteria.
Into madness. Yeah.
Basically, Jacob, have you been to the Civic Center?
Maybe once.
Denver.
I don't remember. Maybe once.
Really?
Yeah. I
Huh.
don't think I've ever been there. But oh wait, no. Is that where they have like the basketball
Yes.
tournament? Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Like a couple times actually.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I've been there. Okay, sick. Sorry.
No,
No,
My
you're
headphones
good.
like turned off, and I was like, "Ooh, I can fix it real quick," because this has been happening like all day, and this time they were not playing nice, so it was just like
They chose now to not
Yeah.
work.
the perfect timing.
That's awesome.
Actually,
Yeah.
they chose violence, so that was
Well, it's
cool.
okay
It was
because now
funny, but
Jacob, look, we're matching, Jacob.
Heck yeah, man! I don't know how this figures into the if this counts as a hat or not. Maybe it's like a hat
No.
point. No, it doesn't.
This is not a hat. This is not,
It's
a,
not
hat.
a hat. It's a headgear of some description. Dude.
It is a headgear.
Okay. I just got mildly excited.
Right.
But I don't want to cut anyone off. Are we like moving to the next point?
No,
Jacob,
go. Take the floor.
Okay. I discovered something this weekend because I was just in a little bit of a rut, you know, just like feeling pretty anxious about a lot of things, school, you know, life, whatever. And then suddenly, I was just trashing the algorithm a second ago on YouTube, but she really served it up for me good this weekend because what came into my YouTube, imagine this. There was a video, and it was flying to Chick-fil-A on my powered paramotor. And I said, huh? What is this? What are you doing with your powered paramotor? What is a powered paramoter? I want one now. I don't know if anybody else knows what it is.
Dude, I've seen those videos, yeah.
I want one. I want one so bad. I want that. But I also just want to be like a private pilot. Because I've talked about this with you guys, I think, before, maybe not on the pod. But I feel like if, you know, because I think one time we were talking in the evening, and you were like, what would you be doing if you weren't doing what you're doing right now? I was like, I would definitely be like one of those people who delivers like supplies to remote locations in Alaska via airplane. I would do that. And I was here with like wanting to do that, and then that video is like, now I'm here with wanting to do that. Like that'll be what I do when I retire, likely.
Well, listen, like everybody, look at Jacob right now. Look at him with those headphones on, and just be like, yeah, those are pilot's headphones. You know, that's what I can see. That's the headgear. Look how good it looks on him.
Thanks.
Just really, really, you know, get a look at that because that is awesome to see.
Thanks, man. With the gamer green.
It is the gamer green. That is correct.
You know, gamer.
The infamous Shrek color. Yeah.
But do you guys know? Have you seen those videos? You know what I'm talking about?
My brother spent like 6 hours one day watching everything on that guy's channel.
Dude, I'm so in tune with that vibe. Me and Cam, we got it on lock. That's like
on lock.
I want it so bad. That'd be so freaking cool. Kind of scary, kind of a yikes, but cool. You know?
I'd be petrified to do that, but I mean, it'd be awesome to have one.
I mean, I've been skydiving. I feel like it would just be like the fun part of that, but like longer. So, you know.
yeah. There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my thing that I got excited about this week.
Nice. Autumn, what have you been excited about this week?
No idea. Nothing. Brennen?
Nothing.
Okay, Brennen.
I don't know. I don't know. I've had the bit of free time that I've had throughout the last few days has been either homework or playing games and just feeling dead inside because I'm tired.
Relatable.
Guys, I remember something.
Yeah.
Guess what
Yeah?
Brennen and I did?
What's that?
We built his dresser. So
We built a dresser. We spent like 5 hours building a dresser.
yeah.
Nice.
It's like Legos.
Yeah.
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 The only steps that got messed up were because I screwed something in upside down and it made it take like an extra hour probably total.
Oh no.
Yeah. I didn't kill him in the process.
But it's okay.
And he didn't kill me in the process. So like
That's all that matters. Yeah.
that's all that matters.
That's a win.
That is a win. And it looks pretty good too. You know, his parents, they were
guys.
giggling at us though. They'd be like, that's wrong. They were the ones that figured out what's wrong with it when it would be wrong, and they were just giggling. They were just,
Oh no.
I was like,
They wouldn't say anything. They would be like, "Oh,
sorry.
No, it'd be like they would just leave us to it, and then after a couple hours, it'd be like, "Well, this is fucked up." Like the door's going in on this side, but on this side, if I push it in, it's like grinding, and it shouldn't be doing that.
Oh no.
Took like 30 seconds to be like, "Oh yeah, that part's upside down. All of them are." It's like, we put step 7 in upside down. Now we're on step 15.
Oh no!
Bless his father's
Because
heart. Bless his father's heart. But he would come in there and he'd just be like, that whole thing? Yeah, that's wrong. And we would just be like, okay. And he'd laugh as he walked out. And I'd be like, defeated.
The way that Autumn described it at first, I thought he was just coming in going like, oh, that's wrong, and not saying what was wrong and just walking away.
No, he told us what was wrong, though.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but congrats on the dresser, Brennan. How does it work now?
But I mean, it does. It sits there.
Yeah. Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah.
Does it store like clothing pieces or?
I have like.
Is it able to store?
It is theoretically capable of storage. I don't have enough clothes at this house yet to actually put clothes in it, but so it hasn't been tested yet, but in theory it will store items.
What if it all just falls apart like cartoonishly when you put one thing in it?
That'd be funny.
Oh no, like my hamper.
Yeah, like your hamper. It just collapses in on itself.
You got it right, dude. That's exactly what happened. Speaking of my embarrassing story, I thought of another embarrassing story that doesn't only involve myself.
Okay.
To diverge quickly, one time I was little, I was with my sister, and we were at an amusement park called Indiana Beach. We were in line for a roller coaster, and I was wearing a watch. Okay, this is all important information. And I was in this line, and we were like kind of excited to ride this roller coaster. I don't know how old we were, probably like 12 or something. And so, we were just like, no, we didn't have like any supervisor, like older siblings or whatever with us at this time. So it was sort of just like, okay, sick. We're just like doing our own thing, and we're cool, and we're vibing, and we can, we're adult enough to do this by ourselves. We can wait in this line and ride this ride by ourselves. And then this man, Mr. Man, needed to throw a wrench into my day. Okay, because here's what happened. So he said, "Hey man, what's the time?" And I said, and the problem, if you remember earlier, the small detail I added is that I was wearing a watch, and the issue is that I could not read the watch. And so it was just like for show, I guess, because I like knew how to tell the time, but I just like wasn't like confident. I was already an awkward kid, okay? If you couldn't already tell, I'm not good in conversations. So
What?
What?
Yes, you
no
are.
way. Yeah, so
Not possible.
then he asked me what the time was, and so I held up my wrist. My current watch I'm wearing is on this side, but it was the right way around. And so I looked at it, and I like made an attempt to tell the time, and then I just put my wrist down, and I like fully intended to just not say anything or like be like, I don't know. But he just watched me check the time. So then I had to like do another. So I pulled my wrist up again, and then I like made a more concerted effort to figure out what the time was. And then I told him it was like, I don't know, like 1:40 or something. But here's the thing, that was in Indiana, and I don't live in Indiana, so I told him the wrong time still because I didn't account for the time difference. And I felt like such a dummy because like we're in a line and he was behind me, so it's not like I could just like leave and like exit the situation. Like I had to just be like marinated in my stupidity for not knowing how to tell this watch to this man. And I literally almost was like, I don't know. Like I like checked my watch, I don't know, and then like went about my business. Like it was just an issue. So
you should have just doubled down and been like, it's time for you to get a watch. Just like
Time for you to get a watch, buddy.
Not that you don't know, just that you're refusing to tell him specifically.
Yeah. Well, he was like an older man, and I'm assuming he had like another obligation. I think he was trying to determine if he had time to stay in the line or not. And it was, I don't know.
It was unfortunate that he saw a young kid wearing a watch.
Yeah, that's literally like it was like his mind was just like, oh man, no, I need to decide if I can stay in this line or not. What can I do to figure out what the time is? Oh, okay, I'll look around and see if there's any clocks. Nope, no clocks. Okay. Oh, there's this kid. He has a watch. And then what are the fucking odds that he picks the one kid who doesn't know how to read a regular clock, dude? Because I had another watch that was like just numbers, like, so I was like, well, if I would have worn that watch today, I could have told you the time, good buddy, but I didn't wear that one, so.
I just like the idea that Jacob looks down at his watch and he's just sweating profusely. He's like, oh, I don't know what time it is either.
You got it right. That's exactly what happened. And I like almost was like, yeah, I don't know. But I was like, that wouldn't be acceptable. So you can't do that. I thought about like offering to let him read it. Like, oh no, you can read it.
Just like,
yeah. So, but like that doesn't really like embarrass me anymore because it's just like, like a funny. It didn't like jump out at me in my mind because like,
that's funny, Jacob. That's funny. It's not embarrassing.
Like, whatever. Yeah. I just don't know how to tell time.
I know how to shut off a car now. So mine's not embarrassing anymore. Because I can shut off cars.
Yeah.
It won't happen again.
Yeah.
I have so many embarrassing stories from when I was little. There's a lot. Too many.
I mean, I haven't shit my pants since I was like 15, so I've got a pretty good track record now.
Oh no.
I haven't learned. I would absolutely still eat donuts until I threw up.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like 2 years ago, like the beginning of like the spring semester 2 years ago, I like totally ate shit on my first day of school. Like walking in, I was wearing an outfit not dissimilar to the one I'm wearing now. I was like kind of being like, okay, look, I'm gonna roll into class. I'm gonna stunt on all these boys in here. I'll be like, all right, look at me in my 27 credit hour killing myself workload, taking all these classes, and then I was walking in on the ice. And I just fell flat on my back. I just totally ate shit. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
No, man.
And I don't know if there were any witnesses. I think maybe witnesses. I probably shouldn't drop names, but...
we can censor that.
Yeah, I can cut out names.
Mr. probably witnessed it. Sorry, I made another instance to bleep. After you said it.
Just keep saying it. Give Brennen more work.
Yeah, you can bleep it, and then I say his name again. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just keep adding on to the work list. I mean, that's all I do. I look for opportunities to just throw stuff at Brennen to get him to do it.
Listen. So. Yeah. I think that's about all the embarrassing things that have happened, though.
Dude, speaking of eating shit, Matt, you remember in junior high when our school went to DC?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we spent like an entire day touring through, I don't think we went to all of them, but we went to like 3 or 4 of the buildings at the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
And then after the last building, it was like the final exhibit was on like the basement floor or something, but they had stairs going up to ground level to the exit. And they were like, okay, we're all leaving now. The buses are out front. We're going to start like loading the buses up. And everybody, like pretty much everybody else was sitting at the top of the stairs just waiting for the buses to get there. And then me and my group were toward the back of like our class. And we all started running up the stairs. And I just slipped and ate shit in front of everybody in our entire class. And I got back up and I kept running up the stairs.
Hell yeah.
Well, there was a day where it was raining it was during the summer where it was like raining outside, and I came in and the floor was wet after dropping off a tray, and I like fell down to both of my knees. Like I slipped, fell, hit both of my knees, and in the same motion I got back up, and people are like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, man, I'm fine. And it just kept going. I didn't stop. Yeah, I'm good.
Do really fast squats.
Yeah, just really fast squats where I have to hit my knees on the ground and it hurts a little bit, and I just keep walking. Just like shatter a kneecap. Autumn, when was the last time you ate shit?
A long time. I haven't fallen in a really long time.
That's good.
Because, like, I'm really careful.
Watch, you'll do it now.
I know, God, Lord, no. I fell one time at the bus stop in junior high. Traumatic. Everyone saw me. I fell straight on my ass. And when I tell you, it hurt so bad. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. I was dramatic. Very dramatic. More than I am now. But I was like, okay, if everyone's watching, at least, like, make a scene of it. Make it look like it's terrible.
All the world's a stage, Autumn. All the world's a stage.
And, yeah, it was traumatic, and I don't think I've fallen since then. Yeah, no.
I've had, like, 9... So, like, the group... When I got hit by the car, there were, like, 9 people there. Yeah. So, like, 8 people witnessed me get hit by a car. And then the next week, I go into school, because it happened on, like, a Friday. On the Monday, I go into school. I have my arm in a sling because it freaking hurt. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, you know, we're putting in the crosswalk because somebody, and they look at me, and I'm just like, hi, everybody. Like, I stood up and took a bow.
Waves with the sling. Hey, guys.
I figured, like, everybody knew it was me already because word had gotten around, so I just needed to, like, capitalize on it and get some good PR out there for myself.
Exactly. That's what you do.
Yep. And everybody hates that crosswalk because sometimes it just stops traffic for, like, no reason. And it's all because of me.
Oh, it's got, like, a light?
No, there's no light.
During school hours, though, they do have they didn't used to, but after Matt, they have to have a school staff member serve as a crossing guard.
You know, you ruined
roads out of town too. So, like, if it gets completely stopped, it sucks.
Those teachers are probably like, that fucking Matt kid, now we have to go stand outside because of him. Like, why'd he run? Why didn't he keep going?
And you know it's bad because they have to go out there during the winter. They have to go out there during the winter too, so it'll be like a snowstorm, and they're sitting there with their sign trying to get people to stop.
Oh no!
It's glorious. It's my memorial crosswalk.
Yeah.
We'll have to go check it out. We'll have to go, like, take a picture with it. Just be like, this is where he was hit.
During school hours, Matt, and roll down your window and be like, you're here because of me.
I think we should recreate the Beatles Abbey Road picture using that crosswalk.
Yes.
On that crosswalk.
That's a good idea.
But like a freeze frame as you're getting hit by a car.
No, it'll just be me out in the crosswalk by myself, and in the foreground is just a picture of a car. There's just a car coming, you know. It'll be great. It'll be fun. And I'll get hit by a car again, which I've been wanting to do. It's been on the list.
It's been on the bucket list.
I feel like it wasn't a proper fight, you know, because it was going like 30 miles an hour, and I'm a big boy, so.
You want a proper tussle with that car?
I do. I want it to get up on its back. I want it to get up on its back wheels, and I want to box it.
Oh no.
That's okay for everybody here. Do you think you could do enough damage to a car to make it no longer operable with your bare hands?
Yes.
No.
I've seen what my body could do. I think I could do it with my bare hands.
If there was something that other than my pride that like depended on it, then yeah, because I would sacrifice my pride to like not to have like operable hands afterwards, like inoperable car, operable hands.
Yeah.
Actually, I could probably just like unplug the engine. I don't know if that's how that works, but
just rip out the engine.
just fight dirty with a car.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen what my body could do to a car. I wonder what these hands could do to a car. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there goes my phone. Fixed it. Oh, Brennan, you know, when I said these hands, that reminded me of that person that you guys work with.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if we want to get into that
is
story.
It me? Is it me?
No. The person that all four of us know, Matt and I through school, and the two of you through work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been there for a while.
There was an instance in high school where there was some dispute on the bus, and he looked down at his hands, and I was just like, man, you know what? You just look like just stuff's racing through your mind right now. Like, you're like, these hands, I could throw these.
Well, no, what happened was, so he got into a fight with a girl on the bus, and she, like, said something about, like, him having a tiny wiener or whatever, you know, stuff that, you know, high schoolers say to each other. And just looked down at his hands. I said his name. There it is. Saturday. Yeah, we can bleep it. But he looks down at his hands, and he's like, I could throw these hands. And that was it.
Whoa, man.
And also, there's another bleep for you, Brennan. At this point, I'm doing it on purpose.
Love you, Brennan.
Love you, Brennan. Thanks, editor. Put a giant editor
Brennan.
over your name right now.
Man.
He ruined a joke that we had going. It's like me, Brennan, and had a really funny joke going. And it was about, like, if you give at church, like, how much money you give depends on what service to heaven that you get. Because there's, like, tiers to heaven. And, like, the more money you give, the better tier. And then he comes in and he's like, yeah, it's like a Snickers. The fuck does that mean?
He goes,
The fuck does that mean? And then we're like, what? And he just, the reaction that he had, no words, was just, that's it. The whole thing ruined the joke. Like, we barely remember what we were saying about that joke, and we just remember that little idiot's face. And I hate it. I hate him for that. He ruined that joke. It was going to be Joke of the Year. Time Magazine was going to name it Joke of the Year. I remember.
You didn't get in the Fortune 500 of the jokes. Forbes list. The joke.
Yeah, we didn't even make it in the honorable mention.
Heck yeah, man.
All right. Well, anybody have anything else they want to talk about?
I mean, yeah, there's like other stuff, but we're like at an hour, so maybe just save it.
up to you guys.
I mean, I'm fine with doing whatever. We're gonna do next time on Let's Unpack That.
Oh yeah. Okay, Bernard, take it away.
Yeah, here's what we talked about this week.
Wow.
Sort of exhaustion.
Yay.
The big stinky.
Embarrassing stories. Matt's big stinky.
Oh no.
What else did we talk
Jacob
about?
descended into madness for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird because like the audio was like coming out of like this year and then this year and this year and this year. You know?
Wacky.
I was, like pinging back and forth, and I was just like, hello. That'd be interesting to see what you guys like. I don't know what y'all's perspective was when I watched this back. I'd be like,
oh man, it was great.
Because the first time I was like, oh no, and then I like derailed the whole situation. I said, oh, it's okay. I'll put her back on track this time. I'll just turn the device back on, and then I just won't say anything. And then the fact that I wasn't saying anything was what messed it up.
Oh, that's awesome though. That like watching you just go from like okay to your face just sinks. It was great.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
We made a commitment to everyone to each other to go ice skating.
Skating trip. Skate gang.
Skate gang.
Okay, gang.
So maybe that'll be a little, something we talk about after it happens. Or maybe there'll be footage from that to insert. Who knows?
Ooh, a vlog? A vlog?
Maybe a little vlog. We'll have to see if we're that ambitious, but we committed to it, so yep.
Let's unvlog
Too
that.
late now.
Let's unvlog that, dude. Autumn did not approve of that joke. She said.
I was just like, it's okay.
I got this. I went to the store today, and I bought some buns, and it says it was a special.
Jacob's
and I was like, well, that'd be funny if I. Thanks. I was like, that'd be funny if I put that sticker on. Then
It's not. It's awesome. I would give it to you, but I'm over here.
Thanks. That was special. That's lit.
All right. What are we going to talk about next week, Brennan? Put it up on screen now. Wow. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Does he ever put those in?
Whoa.
No.
Yeah.
Usually.
He always does.
Well, I usually make up something to put there.
Ooh, I don't want to
The
do
horrors of social media.
Next week, we'll talk about upcoming projects that we have.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll dive into those a little bit.
Hopefully, episode 5 will be up soon, so that I can start this one.
And then when it does come out, this won't make sense, but you'll see that we've recorded it before it was released.
Yay.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Heyo.
All right, everybody.
Well, hopefully this one won't have bad audio and it won't be like that big of a deal. You'll have to just bleep some stuff. It should just be like the all in one boy or girl.
Or girl.
It's a both.
The all-in-one burrito.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we'll
all
see.
right, Jacob, hit us with an outro for today.
Ooh. Don't put me on the spot like that, Papa. I don't know if I can make it happen.
Just a fun, catchy slogan. A fun, catchy, marketable slogan.
All right, everybody. Make sure that y'all have a great week. Stay safe. Stay safe out there. If it's whatever weather conditions you are experiencing currently, if it's like hot or like cold, or like somewhere in between those two, like make sure you guys just stay safe, and that'll be it. That'll be all. Goodbye.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
GGs.
Okay, I stopped.
And
I stopped
cut.
recording.